Hi folks, I'm Sean McCormick and welcome to the Lightroom blog channel. It's Friday, so it's Photo Friday, and we are going to look at a few things, and there's going to be a little bit of channel chat as well. Hey folks, so today hasn't gone quite to plan, but there's a good reason for that. I was going to talk about the program that's on my screen here, which is Exposure X3, which is only just out, and I'm a big fan of Exposure as a plugin. So it's interesting to see the way they're taking it. I was going to do a full walkthrough today, but then I got the opportunity to do a walkthrough with one of the owners, or with the CEO, and I'm going to do that during the week. And so that, now it's a private thing, so I'll just be getting a walkthrough. But I wanted to have that before I did my own walkthrough. That way I've got a better opportunity to maybe show you things that I might not have noticed myself. So that's a good reason for not having it, so I can give you a much more improved version when I do it next week. The other thing is that there's a few things going on as well. So let's have a quick talk about X3 for a second though. So the idea with X3 is that it started off life, Exposure started off life as basically a film emulation plugin for Photoshop and for Lightroom. And it kind of has grown into its own thing where you've got lots of different presets and stuff like that that you can use for it. And if you go to alienskin.com/exposure, you'll actually see this page here. And this will just give you an idea. Like if we click here on these, we can do dragging backwards and forwards here with these, and you can see before and after. So that retouch has been done inside X3 and stuff like that. So before and after on the landscape, like black and white presets just to show what they're doing and stuff like that. So before and after and so on. But that's just to give you an idea what it does. But what it is it's actually a very, very beautiful way of processing your files as well. So it does allow you to do basic edits and stuff like that, but you can do all of that stuff inside Lightroom and then have create a new version of the file that has been edited as a preset, as well as use it as its standalone, so that it will do its own browsing, it'll do collections, it does raw processing directly as well, and it does nice processing on Fuji files. But again, I will talk about that in the preview when I do it, or the walkthrough. So what else is going on? Well, next week is Adobe MAX. That's Adobe's big conference. They get loads of developers in and users and things like that and talk about new stuff. Okay. This time last year, I think it was this time last year, we got a preview of some of the stuff that's coming up, and things like search using Adobe Sensei, and a look at a program called Nimbus, which we were told that we would get a look at sometime in the next year. Okay, so that time has passed now, so perhaps we will see something related to that. I don't know. We will see. But if you want to check out what's going on, you can go to this address here, which is max.adobe.com/sessions/max-online/sign-up. And that will allow you to have a look at the two keynotes here, one on the 18th, one on the 19th, at 9 o'clock PDT and 10 o'clock PDT respectively. So that I think is like 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock or something like that in my time. So I'll definitely be watching that as well. So I would recommend getting a look at that, because if you're interested in Adobe products at all, it will show you future technologies, and where those future technologies are going. It's always interesting, because that impacts your work directly. So it's not obviously just about stuff like Lightroom and Photoshop. It'll be about Premiere, be about After Effects, all of that kind of stuff. So some very interesting things happening between After Effects and Premiere at the moment. I do use Premiere a little bit for bits of video editing, but I wouldn't consider myself an expert. So I'm videoing this on my X-T2 again, so I'm away from the webcam. The webcam's actually sideways over there. I got a preview of what it's actually looking at. I had a laugh earlier. So I talked about this briefly, but I need to get one of these. So this is the Cam Link. What this does is it creates a HDMI to USB conversion that allows you to basically, use your super duper camera as a webcam basically. So it's very, very, very high quality as well. One thing I haven't looked at, I'm not too worried about doing this as a 5K thing. Yeah, up to 1080p 60 is what it says, so it doesn't do 4K. I'd say 5K because it's got a 5K monitor here, but that'd be perfect for what we're doing here, just to have higher quality video for the talky bits. And then the other thing that I need to get is, you've probably heard this in some of my videos, the spring noise, so I have to get one of the shock mounts for this Superlux. And what's hilarious about this is that the actual Superlux itself is €45, and the shock mount for it is €29. And if I don't spend €200 in to get free shipping, it'll cost me €15. So that means the shock mount plus carriage is €1 less than the price of the microphone itself. Anyway, but I want to have improved audio and improved video, folks. You know, the channel is growing really, really nicely, and I do appreciate the people that are subscribing, so please do subscribe. So what we're going to do is next week I will have some Exposure X3 for you at some point, possibly Friday, because Tuesday is like Tuesday after all. And I will try and get some coverage. I might pull some of the video from the Adobe MAX keynotes that are of interest to go through them and give you my opinion on them. And I am going to try and order the Elgato this week, and also the shock mount as well. So just to try and get things better. There is one other thing that I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to pull up a page for that, so I'm just going to pull up the page for a second now. So one other thing that I am looking at, folks, now is I want to change Sean McCormick or SeanMcPhoto.com. SeanMcPhoto.com, which I haven't brought up here. SeanMcPhoto.com is actually my current main website. Okay, so this is what it looks like here. I actually really like how this looks, but what happens is I really do want to separate all the training related stuff that I'm doing. And I also, in my portfolios, if we look at my portfolios here, you'll see that I have a whole mix of stuff, including interiors and exteriors. I want to put that on its own website. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to become my personal photography work and my photo training stuff, and also I'm going to be kind of revamping the blog. So as well as YouTube channel stuff going up on it as well, there'll be separate writing bits as well, and links to, especially links to all of the actual writing that I do. I don't know if you know this, but I write for Digital Camera Word magazine in the UK. I write for Kelby One's Lightroom magazine. I do a column on there on plugins, which is how I've access to things like Exposure 3, on one and things like that. They're all because of the fact that I write that column regularly. And I also write for Digital Photography School. So it's just to send links to those so you know what's going on with that. Like the Digital Photography School stuff is all free content for you. So it's worth reading as well. And sometimes I'll do videos for that as well. But the idea is that I want to change my theme here. And so I've been looking at some themes. So this is one theme I've been looking at here, is the photography theme. If you click view demos here, it'll bring up one of the demos. So this is the idea of what the kind of looks that you can get with it. And I like how the blog layouts are and stuff like that. So let's say we just click into this one here, and it will give us a demo of what it looks like. And so we can see like the blog page is here. So you can do it like say as a masonry grid, so that it doesn't matter which dimension you use in your feature image. So I just like how it looks, and I think I'm going to go that for the website and use it specifically so that it's geared more towards photo training and stuff like that. So if you are looking for a theme, this one here has loads and loads of different themes within the theme, and it's not that expensive. I think it's $59. Is it? If I click purchase, we'll see. Yeah, it's $59. Now, I haven't bought it yet, and this is not any kind of affiliate plug. I'm not even going to stick the link in it. It's called the photography thing, and I saw it on Theme Gods. Is where I saw it originally. Let me look back here for a second. Yeah, Theme Gods, and theme equals photography. So that's it. So folks, if you like what's happening on the channel, please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified of stuff that's coming up. Like the video, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And one other thing, very brief thing I'm going to mention, is I want to start doing some live stuff as well. So I'm going to need to get some Q&A stuff going for that as well. It can be Lightroom, it can be Photoshop, anything like that. We'll deal with it when the time comes. But yes, I'm definitely going to be doing live stuff. Probably once a month initially for an hour or half an hour, and we go from there. So folks, thanks for taking time to watch the video, and I will see you in the next one.